Good morning, Carlsbad. Welcome back to another special edition of CHSTV, as well as our last show to close out the 2023 season. To start things off, we're going to have Brody live with orchestra, as well as Race live via DeGero to talk about some last-minute Christmas gift ideas. Robbie, what else do you have?
That's right, Reese. We also have Juliana live with water polo and Leo live in the studio with basketball.
That's right. Sounds like it's going to be an amazing show. I'm Reese Heinman.
I'm Robbie Rains.
And CHSTV starts right now. Welcome back. To kick off the show, we have a story on a local thrift shop in Encinitas. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Keely Ferris, and I'm a buyer for Thrifty Threads. I love thrifting, I love clothes, and I love fashion, and I've been here ever since.
Keely, who has worked at Thrifty Threads, a thrift shop located in downtown Encinitas, recognizes the stigma behind secondhand clothing and looks to turn that around.
I think a lot of people kind of associate it with like dirty because it's used, but I think honestly it's really good to just be repurposing items. I think that a lot of people want things that are brand new because they want it to feel like it's theirs, but you know, I think it's nice that things have like a little bit of history to them.
The thrifting industry gives people the opportunity
To afford nice items.
for a cheap price without spending lots of money on new items. Shane, a thrifting enthusiast, believes that Thrifty Threads is the place to go when looking for a hidden gem.
Everyone's been really nice. They always help me out and everything, and it's just cool. It's like an adventure. You never know what you can find. You can find a hidden gem here and there. So,
I think it's definitely grown like a new cult following. And people are starting to do like thrifting hauls and things like that. But it's also making it a little harder to get quality items if you're not there at the right time, but it's good for business. It's kind of like a fun treasure hunt as well, so it's kind of like a hobby now for most people.
After many years of providing the community with affordable clothes, Thrifty Threads was featured in the local Encinitas magazine.
So Jesse Romero was actually called up by Encinitas Magazine to talk about how it is to be the third generation of Thrifty Threads. So I think one of the reasons why the magazine is just so important for Thrifty Threads is not only does it let more people know that we're here, but it also kind of makes it feel like we're a staple in the community. We have people who come in that used to shop here in the 80s and they were in high school and they bring their kids in. As a small business, it's kind of nice having like our place in Encinitas.
With Robbie Rains, I'm Landon Miller.
Thank you, Landon and Robbie, for that amazing story. The French Club is having a Christmas party today at lunch in room 6205. There will be hot cocoa, cookie decorating, and a small raffle.
Our boys volleyball team will be having an informational meeting right after school today in the quad. There is no necessary experience for attendees, and all are welcome. Information necessary for tryouts will be handed out, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Coach Tompkinson. The Carlsbad Orchestra has been working very hard to prepare for their upcoming winter show. Brody is live in the studio with them to give more information about their preparation and for a sneak peek of what we might hear. Brody?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here in the studio with some members of orchestra. So when and where is your next show?
Tonight, our show is going to be here in the CAC at 7 p.m.
Awesome. And how can we come and support and get tickets?
All tickets are on GoFan, and they're free for students and staff.
And then what is your favorite song to play?
Our favorite is I'll Be Home for Christmas because it's a holiday classic.
And now they're going to play us that piece. That sounded amazing, Carlsbad. Make sure you go out and support them, and I'm going to send it back to Reese.
Thank you, Brody and orchestra. Come and audition for the Carlsbad High School Theater's spring musical, Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can is the high-flying musical comedy about chasing your dreams and not getting caught. Come by room 5002 for an audition packet or to ask questions. The auditions will be held January 8th through the 11th. The CHS Winter Orchestra concert will be held tonight at 7 p.m. at the CAC. Come out and support if you can.
Varsity water polo. Juliana?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here with girls varsity water polo to talk a little bit about their season. So how's your guys' season been going so far?
Yeah, so our season's going pretty good. We're 5-1 right now.
That's awesome. And what does your guys' practice schedule look like?
Yeah, our practice schedule looks like we're practicing 5 to 7 at night, and then sometimes 7 to 9 at night. We have weights in the morning, and then we also have aquatics.
Well, that's great. Sounds like you guys are working hard. And do you guys have any upcoming events?
Yeah, so actually we have a game against Rancho Bernardo tonight. It's there, and JV is at 4:30 and varsity is at 5:30.
That's great, Carlsbad. Make sure you guys show up for those. And then what are you most looking forward to this season?
Yeah, so just hanging out with the girls, working hard at practice, and getting those wins.
That's great. And do you guys have any shout-outs?
Gurditch period 2.
Reading Foster period 2. Apes period 4.
Apes period 4.
Apes period 4.
Well, that's great. Thank you guys so much for coming on, and I'll send it back to Robbie.
Thank you, Juliana, and good luck to our water polo team. Attention all students, the CHS Lost and Found is donating all of its items during the holiday break, so please come by if you're missing something important to you. If you check by the administration office before December 22nd, there's a good chance it will be there.
Continuing the theme of giving back this holiday season, the Lancer Locker is now accepting donations of personal care items, non-perishable foods, and houseware items. The donations can be dropped off at the front office in the designated Lancer Locker basket. Switching topics, we now have Leo live with JV basketball. Leo, what do you have for us?
Yes, thank you, Reese. This is JV women's basketball. So I heard you guys had a great season so far. How's your season been going?
Our season's been going pretty good. We've just been working hard in practice and making a lot of improvements.
Awesome. What's your biggest accomplishment this season?
Yeah, so last week we won in overtime, and that was just a really big win for us.
Congratulations on that. And when's your next game?
Yeah, we have a home game tomorrow at 5:30.
Oh, good luck for that. And what are you guys doing to prepare?
Yeah, we've been working on our plays and practicing really hard.
Sounds awesome. Make sure to come out and support them at their next game. Any shout-outs?
Shout out Coach Bob.
Period 4, Miss McDonald.
Coach Bob.
Miss King, period 2.
All right, thank you for coming on. Anchors, back to you.
Thank you, Leo. The Japanese Language and Culture Club will be having their Christmas party in room 8105 today after school from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Make sure to join them for fun Christmas activities and food. Teachers, would you like to submit an announcement? Go to chstv.com/announcements.
Students, if you would like to promote your new or existing club or get an announcement on the air, please come by room 5105 before school or at brunch and see Ms. Cohn. Now featuring our satellite technology, we're going to send it over to Race in the Village to talk about some last-minute gift ideas. Race?
My name is Race Gruskin, reporting to you live from the Carlsbad Village. Now, Christmas, by the way, is only 4 days away, and if you're like me, you have not got the gifts that you're supposed to get. And the problem with that is, unless you're ordering from places like Amazon, ordering online is just not going to get here in time. But Carlsbad, I have the perfect solution for you. Amazing businesses like Monaca Cafe right here offer things like gift cards and other hats, shirts, and other merchandise for you to buy. Now, coming over here in the Carlsbad Village, we have places like Linda's Gift Store right there, as well as Spin Records off to my right. Now, both of these places have amazing gifts for your friends and family. Spin Records in particular has vintage shirts, posters, and records, obviously, for you guys. Carlsbad, make sure to support your local businesses here in Carlsbad and have happy holidays.
Thank you, Race, for that info. To close out our show, we have Chloe on the Magic Window to talk about Christmas movies. Chloe?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Chloe Sunset here live on the Magic Window to give you guys some movie recommendations for this winter break. First up, we have Elf. Elf came out in 2003, so it's about 20 years old. It stars the famous actor Will Ferrell, and it is a very funny and comedic movie. I definitely recommend you watch. Next up, Home Alone. Home Alone came out in 1990, so it's been around for quite some time. There are many sequels to it, such as Home Alone 2, which takes place in New York. Next up is the Polar Express. The Polar Express is a national favorite, and a fun fact about it is that all the characters are all played by one singular actor. And lastly, The Grinch. The Grinch was recently remade in 2018 from its original film in 1996, and it's one of the most famous it's one of the most famous holiday movies. That's all I have for you today, Carlsbad, and I'll send it back to the anchors at the desk.
Thank you, Chloe, for those movie ideas.
Just a reminder, this is our last show of CHSTV to close out the 2023 season, but we will be back on Monday, January 8th for another great year.
That's right, and be sure to have an amazing winter break. Bye.